This episode of the Go to Bed podcast is brought to you by Enduro Fest, May 4th at the Wild West Motorsports Park just east of Sparks. If you hit the Mustang Ranch, you have gone too far, but not all is lost. You might want to stop in there too. And this is an AMA Extreme Enduro event, so you know it's going to be sick.
We've got Cody Webb, Ty Tremaine, Kyle Redmond, and Destry Abbott. And we hear there's going to be some amateurs there, kids, and the pros. So, moto guys, if you don't do off-road much, come try it out.
And I've done this event a couple of years ago, and it's gnarly. But yeah, they're definitely racing for all types of riders out there. So give it a shot. May 4th, Sparks.
Enduro Fest.
Be there. Go to bed.
But we're going to get unblocked.
Sometimes you see him out there and he's just fucking asleep.
Get a pillow, get a blanket.
No, I'm not a fucking dirtbag.
Go to bed. Tired, dude.
Good night. Go to bed.
One of your past two episodes, I was laughing for like 10 minutes straight. I forgot what you guys are saying something so stupid. So great. It'll come to me.
Episode.
It'll come to me.
Every episode.
Yeah, that is every episode.
All right, you guys ready?
Yeah.
We're live.
Yo, what's going on, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Go to Bed. I'm your co-host, Fiki, joined with my co-host,
JP.
And before we get too far into it, go to bedpodcast.com for everything relating to this podcast. We got all our fucking cheap merch on there. Links to our PayPal for one-time donations, link to our Patreon for monthly shit. And but more importantly than that, we just want everyone to rate and subscribe to the podcast and tell a friend. Yeah, 4 stars, fine too.
No, it's not. Not if you're getting ready for bed, you better rate 5 stars.
Yeah,
and let us know your thoughts.
Oh yeah, we said last week that all of our ratings are like shit ratings, but they're all 5-star. And then we got more this week. One kid was like, "Stop fucking chewing into the microphone, like it's annoying." Like 5-star.
Yes.
So keep it up with the ratings. We love reading them and all that. Quick shout out to our sponsor, Walden's Coffee House. He got us hooked up again with, I think, sausage burritos again here.
Breakfast burritos.
So, yeah, 3 locations here in Reno. Yeah, they're fucking heavy, dude. 2-pounders.
3
Best burritos in the West.
This side of the Mississippi.
3 locations here in Reno. Walden's on Mayberry, Wells, and Arlington. Yeah. And we don't need to shout out our other sponsor because the entire episode is going to be about that sponsor.
Enduro Fest. May 4th.
It makes me crack up every time.
So, our guest today.
You like the ad?
Oh, it's like Supercross voice. It's great. Yeah, you did
But
it.
way worse. We're like, fuck, I hope he likes this.
And I like how you guys say it's family-friendly racing and stuff. It's like, it's not, but it's good. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, perfect.
Well, you can correct us on this episode.
Yeah.
So, our guest today, Matt with Elevated Action Sports. Matt, how's it going?
Good. Thanks for having me.
Matt just showed up about 4 minutes ago, and the first thing he says when he walks in the door is like, "Dude, is that Biddy down the street?"
He's
like, I don't know. Was she walking fucking stiff as fuck? It's like, I don't know. She had blue loafers on. Like, looked like a Sasquatch. I was like, yeah, that was her.
She's huge. She's really
She's
tall.
big, dude.
What do you think estimated weight? Like, just all fairness.
I don't know weight. I don't want to go there.
Why?
She's at least 6'10", though.
She's tall.
She's all of 6'10".
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, hey, did you go for the league or no? You know, like,
She could have been in the league, dude. That's why she got bad knees.
Yeah. Maybe she was in wrestling or something. I could see that.
Yeah, she's a fucking wrestler. So, Matt, give everyone kind of a little bit of your backstory, a little bit about you, and then kind of lead into what you got going on now.
Yeah. It's kind of a different path. Never expected it, but it's pretty exciting. I grew up in the Bay Area, so the town next to Oakland. Not a bad area, but
what's
it was
called?
San Leandro.
Okay.
Yeah. So
That's
I
where
grew
my
up there.
best friend's dad's from.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I grew up there, moved to Pleasanton when I was 8. And then my dad had me started riding around 11 or so. And so we started getting into, snowboarding and dirt biking. And so action sports was like, okay, this is cool. And when I was a kid, like Fuel TV was like the stuff. I used to watch Fuel TV all the time. And so that was like big inspiration to see like those shows. And then when I graduated high school, went to college for 4.5 years at East Bay, Cal State East Bay. Got my business degree. And when I was going through college, I worked as a TIG welder. So I'm a TIG welder. So I was working at a shop.
That's pretty good money, huh?
Yeah, it was good money, and it was going well. And so I worked there for like 3 or 4 years. And then in 2015, my buddy in college and I started Elevated Action Sports so we could put on our first event in May 2015. And so we did that first event. Things didn't go well between him and I, so we kind of split ways, and I took EAS and he went his own way. So I took EAS over, didn't really have a path, so I just started taking some pictures at a motocross race local and just started to meet some people. And I'm like, all right, I got to do my own event. And the first event I did on my own was here in Sparks.
No way.
On my own. So in 2016. No, that was the one at Carnegie you guys came to.
Yeah.
Oh no, the year after you came to.
Okay.
So the 2016 one I had here, and it was just like a hill climb, which I'll get into later, and then a moto climb race. And so from there we went that, and then in 2016 when I had you guys come out to Carnegie, that was our first race at Carnegie. So Carnegie's been doing races there for like 30 years, this one promoter. Yeah. And so he kind of retired a little bit and backed off and gave us his blessing to run the October event. And so
sick.
Now we're going in our 4th year for October, this October.
And have you talked to that guy who like used to run the shit there?
The other promoter?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're cool. Yeah, we work together.
Does he love what you're doing?
Yeah, he supports me and I support him when he wants to get some extra help here and there. So so I've been kind of doing that, focusing on extreme moto, mainly moto climb and hard enduro. So the year you guys performed at he didn't perform. He performed.
I know, dude. Wherever he goes, he
performed on the track. That was my set. That was the first year doing a hard enduro. The year you did it. And so it was like, this is testing the water to see what happens. And Kyle Redmond showed up and just smashed everyone.
Dude,
yeah, that was crazy. So that was cool. That year we kind of mixed a moto climb and a hard enduro together. And that was 2017. Mm-hmm. You guys brought the bus?
No, that was...
we brought the bus.
Oh, that was our buddy, yeah. He actually passed away.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Yeah, that kid.
Really?
Yeah, gosh. He got in like a gnarly... I don't know the full story, so if anyone's listening, don't fucking be mad at me. But he got in like a bad accident, probably in like 07-ish, 06, somewhere around there. Mm-hmm. He was like, pretty sure he was like the youngest factory Cowie racer for off-road.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
He was like the shit back then. And he was doing a desert race and went down hard, and he was in a coma for like quite a while and had some like severe head trauma and all that stuff. And I know he was really never the same after that. And yes, but he was still riding and stuff here and there. But I know he would like hit his head and get hurt again, stuff like that. And then, he showed up to that event, which was cool just to come watch us. Mm-hmm. And then I think in December of that year, because it would have been a year this year, he was at the hot springs over here. From what I heard, I haven't confirmed this, but he like just slipped and like hit his head, and that's what got him. Like gnarly ass dude, like survived through a coma, and then again and again and again going down, and like sounded, from what I understand, like cheating death like many times, and then just slipped and hit his head at the hot springs. But yeah, crazy.
Isn't it insane how life can go that quick?
Yeah.
I think about it all the time.
Mm-hmm. You do?
All the time.
You scared to death?
No. Respect it.
Yeah, my respect.
I'm scared of people that are closest to me dying. Like right off the bat, like real quick.
I think about that sometimes too. Mm-hmm.
All the time.
Anyway, sorry to bring a damper on your story.
No, that's life.
No, that's
not at all.
Yeah.
That's life. Yeah.
But yeah, that for anyone that, no one really knows the backstory here, but yeah, Matt booked us to perform. When was that? That would have been 2016.
At Carnegie?
Carnegie.
Yeah.
So that was fun. We drove down there. Got to check out that was my first experience at a hill climb. I don't know
Mine
about
too.
you.
That was crazy.
Like crazy shit.
Mhm.
Like the bikes with like the Gixxer motors in them are gnarly when they take off, or the nitro bikes or whatever they call them. Crazy.
And it's so steep, dude, that hill that you guys were running.
It's gnarly. They make it look easy.
Yeah.
Everyone should go check a hill climb out because it sounds lame with just a hill climb, like bikes going up a hill, but it's crazy. And they do the racing, what's that called? Like Enduro Climb X or something?
Moto climb?
Moto Climb?
Well, that's
when they go side by side?
Yeah.
X climb or something.
Dude, that's intense. Because, dude, imagine like people get kicked sometimes with the square edges, all that shit. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Scrubbing at the top. I remember all that kind of scrub.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's sick.
Yeah. Yeah, that was cool. And then about a year later or so, he booked us again at the Hard Enduro out here at Sparks, which is the commercial you guys have been hearing for a few weeks now. And we performed out there before, so that was a cool event too. And then, like he was saying, Enduro fan, Kyle Redmond, Ty Tremaine. But yeah, so it's going to be cool. May 4th out there. It's going to be probably bigger than it ever has been, huh? Mm-hmm. So that'll be sweet. What was I going to ask you? Oh, one question I have for you is like, why? I mean, everyone in moto, at least, everyone's always fucking bitching about the lack of tracks and like nowhere to ride, or the track sucks and this, and this. But no one ever steps up and like makes an effort to promote their own race or open their own track or whatever. So what made you like pick that path, and then not only just throwing your own event, but then taking it a step further where you're trying to, or not trying to, like in the process of rebranding hill climb as moto climb? Because I mean, I'm sure you know that sport gets a whole lot of shit talked about it.
Yeah.
It's like the redneck thing in moto, especially coming from motocross. But then we went out there and we're like, dude, this is fucking cool, you know? Yeah. So like, what made you pick that path compared to, I don't know, starting a different business within the industry, I guess?
I think I always accepted the fact I was never going to be a pro level rider, and I don't have like racing in my blood to compete. I think that the competition within me comes from doing something different and trying to like always break down barriers and try to see what can be done and what can't be done. So when we started that first event, they kind of was inspired to see like, okay, this other guy's been doing it for 30 years. Like he's cool, but let's see if we could do it better. Or not better, just different. And so that event was like, had its ups and downs because my partner and I didn't get along. But after that, you know, it was just like, this is cool. Like there's no one 22 years old doing any events.
No way.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, I can maybe just push a little bit and see, and, you know, maybe meet some sponsors along the way, build some relationships with riders. And that's what I started doing. And I've been taking pictures since I was really into it when I was like 12 and 13, 14. I love photography. And then through high school, it kind of dropped off. And so I picked up a camera again. I was like, oh, this is fun, like with action sports. And so I started picking up the camera again and filming, learning how to do video. I never did video before, and just kind of all on my own. And that's the quickest way to gain a relationship with either a business or an athlete, is pick up a camera and give them free photos or footage. You probably know really well. It's like,
right now.
You want to sell yourself, give them free content, and they'll love you forever.
Right.
I mean, that's not the case with everyone, but you know, if they're cool, they're going to appreciate that stuff, especially if it's decent quality. So, that's how I kind of started building relationships with riders, and then that ties into the events. And then I started seeing hill climb, and then I'd look on search engines on Google or on hashtag hill climb, and it's all like Pikes Peak, or that there's that app called Hill Climb Racing, and it's like 2 cars going up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Or it's like quads, or even road bikers is like really heavy in the Google search for a hill climb. So I'm like, what could we do here? And it just kind of came to me one day. I was in Tahoe, actually. I was like, shoot, motorcycle hill climb. That's our sport. Smash 2 together, moto climb. So that was like end of 2016. I thought of that and started Instagram page. Went through the trademark process, and then the Instagram page, just started gaining traction because it was just a repost page. And I was just like, this is going to, just giving athletes exposure and giving our sport a different name, a different taste. And so when I started the moto climb thing, it was like, I know this is going to be tough because these legacy athletes, these teams have been doing it for decades. They're going to hate it. It's going to take years for this to actually gain traction. And so when I, started branding it as moto climb, the younger riders started it like, oh, that's cool. Like, because you would talk to industry guys and hill climb, yeah, it's cool. It's whatever. You think of a redneck though with a mullet and
but like a homie.
like with jeans and a flannel.
50 cal out there.
Yeah, you see 50
50 cal on a jigsaw.
We can make it happen.
Driving is sketchy. I'll probably break a bone.
But I just wanted to put a different look because I see how much money these guys put in these bikes. I see how far they travel cross country. It's like they deserve more. These guys are top athletes. If we just tweak a few things, they could be getting some respect from the industry and some money can flow in. And so it's starting. Everyone I've talked to in the industry, mostly everyone has seen moto climb as like, oh, that's different, like something different. And it brands our sport. It brands these athletes. So our hashtag moto climb is very strong towards our just sport. Instead, hill climb is just like good luck finding our sport and our athletes. So I it's really strategic in a way. And I've gotten a lot of flack from, top teams, guys who've been doing it for decades and they just hate it. Other series too. I've had a guy from a different series, a board member, just cuss me out one day over the phone. Just, you're going rogue on us. You're taking all of our attention. He just hated it. It's like, dude, I mean, it's America. If it doesn't work, it's fine. Like I'll fail. Like it's cool, but I'm going to give it a shot. And, started getting some trust with the athletes, and the athletes are where it's at. Without athletes, you don't have a sport. So
because that's where the fans go.
That's where the fans go.
Yeah. And now you got the top athletes, dude.
Yeah. Well, I'm good friends with them and building up a trust where I work with content on them. I try to help them with, whether it's sponsors or athlete profile, resumes, and I do everything but race. And so last year was our Moto Climb Super Series debut where we started the first ever in history coast-to-coast motorcycle hill climb series. It's never gone east to west. It's always stayed divided at these series. And so last year we joined up with some other races and we have a championship now. So we're going into year 2 now. It's like we got sponsors on board. We're getting some attention. And
what? Who's the champion last year?
Logan Bead.
Oh, yeah, nice. Didn't he get an X Games gold medal or something? Crazy.
Yeah, he's a beast.
That guy's
hard
sick.
worker.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a friend too. And I see these guys are like, they're professionals. They just need some tweaking on how we can make them better. They help me get better too. So it's a tit for tat. Austin Tyler's another one where he's one of my best friends and we work super close together and he's just so talented and rad on a bike.
I just want to say thank you for bringing that chick out to 4 Wheel Parts, Adam Conway. I was like glad you got him out the couch. Hers. Some kid in Garner who
never heard of her.
Shoot pistols through windows, dude.
Yeah, Conway, dude.
I texted him the other day. I was like, he deleted his Instagram again.
Yeah, now it's back though.
Yeah,
it is?
It's back.
Send us a screenshot today.
A couple days ago, I noticed it came back. Yeah. And it was gone like a week before you sent me that text. Dude, people think we're lying on here. This is all truth.
Yes.
All truth.
That's right. It's so crazy. And then
Who's he hiding from?
We don't know.
Himself, dude. Himself. He goes,
Can't get out of his own way.
Yeah, he just gets pissed off one day and deletes his account because, I don't know, his leather working isn't sell or something. I don't know. Something that doesn't relate to today.
I want my $100 back.
Yeah. Seriously.
Yeah, you should never get it.
Yeah, you should know. You should be like, after the picture, be like, all right, let me see that $100. Let me hold it for the picture and just take out.
Dude, what was I going to say? Oh, he texted us today, me and P, about the new 50 cal post today. He's like, dude, not going to lie, I'm fucking crying, laughing. And JP just responds, delete your account. And that's nothing back.
Good. I don't want him back either.
No one does, dude.
He's on the do not enter list at Endurofest already.
You got fucking banned.
Front gate goes, no, turn around, go to stead.
Get out of here.
Go to bed, dude.
Go to bed,
Go to stead or go to bed. Pick one, dude.
What do you think of that burrito, dude?
Walden's killed it.
Yeah, they're so good.
That was good. I've been there before.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's good. Super good. Shout out to Chef Michael and
Chef
Paula
Michael.
who made this.
They're Italian, huh?
He is, I think.
He's Italian. Yeah.
Very proud.
And I heard that you're Dutch Filipino.
Yes, sir. Good job, dude.
Well, I'm
Good.
Dutch Indo.
Indonesian. Oh, I thought you were like indica,
No, I was like, oh,
damn, dude, you guys are
50
almost
cal's a
brothers.
brother.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah, nuts.
European
Nice.
Islander. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a Dutch.
JP, until 2 weeks ago, didn't know what continent the Philippines were part of, so he has no idea what you're talking about.
That's cool.
No, I do now.
Yeah.
We're going to
Asia.
teach him.
Asia,
Asia,
dude.
yeah, good job.
Philippines.
He
Asia.
just learned this. Was that this morning? What Judaism is?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's good.
He's all, "What's Judaism?" And he's like,
Well,
"Is that like
Tony-
Judy?" I'm like, "No, dude."
Dude, I've never heard Judaism. Judaism? It thinks like it sounds like my aunt started a church, and she's like, "Dad, Judaism." That sounds great. You're like, all right, Aunt Judy, yeah, love you too.
Aunt Judy.
No, seriously, dude. Judaism.
Dude, you learn a
God.
lot.
Susanism. What's next, dude?
Mhm.
You know,
Biddyism.
Biddyism. Oh Lord, that's so crazy. I know people think, dude, that guy's so dumb. He didn't know like fucking. I don't even know the word because I haven't heard it ever again since this episode with John Lee.
Contraception.
Contraception. Oh, he doesn't know contraception. He doesn't know Judaism. What an idiot! It's like, dude, when's the last time you used both those words in a fluid sense? Like, never.
Sure, some people.
That's
do.
right. I don't know.
Depends where you're from.
Maybe like a nun, like a Jewish nun, like would always be saying shit like that. You know?
I pay to
Yeah,
see a
dude.
Jewish.
Yeah,
man.
there are a lot of Jewish nuns running around, dude. A lot of them.
Okay, help me out here. What fucking religion is a nun?
Catholic.
Okay, Jesus.
Yeah.
Literally.
Just go to bed.
I need to. Dude, I'm not good with religion and all that, dude. I don't know
Dude,
much.
or geography.
Or geographic-y.
Or sports, I guess. The last episode,
What do you mean?
you were saying, we were talking about volleyball players and it starts doing a cheerleader cheer. I was like, yeah, almost, but
Yeah.
yeah,
the
not quite.
bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would you do?
The bridge.
Saw someone about to jump.
If the freeway was rolling, that's tough.
You just go, you're driving
I mean,
and go,
it's
oh,
like,
fuck, that's another
ooh,
situation.
but I would, yeah, try to pull over, see if there's an exit. Like if there's no exit, like we were coming over the hill last month, and this guy like was sliding up. It was towards Boreal. He was like sliding off in the fast lane. We're only going like 30, and he was all crooked. And I pull up next to him. I'm in 4-wheel drive. I'm like, "You okay, dude?" He's like, "Yeah, do you got chains, or can you help me put these chains on?" I'm like, "Dude, I can't really help right now. We're like in the middle of the freeway." This Audi Q7's plowing behind us, going like 50. Slams on the brakes. I see it in the rearview mirror, and it hits the snow wall. I get off because I'm in 4-wheel drive, and I leave. It hits the snow wall and backs into the car
Oh,
I was talking to, and it's like, I just gotta go.
you gotta go.
That
right
guy
there.
went to sleep.
That guy went
Nah, they
to
were
s-
fine.
No, they were fine.
It was awkward because it's like, sorry, dude.
You're like, did I, like, you start to think, like, no, that was him. He caused it. It wasn't me. I was checking on him.
yeah, I was
But he
checking. on
caused
him.
it.
Dude, I couldn't tell you how many people, mostly probably from the Bay Area or something, when I used to work at the valet, and whenever there was a snowstorm over 80, they'd come in, and usually like all of our check-ins were at like 5 or 6 p.m., 7 maybe. You know, people get off work early and then drive up. Whenever there's a snowstorm, they'd be late, so we'd get slammed at like 10. But usually it's like the roads are wet here, and they're like slammed with snow up there. And these people would show up in like a Prius or like a Honda Civic or something, still with the fucking chains on, dude. And then they'd want us to take them off. Like, can you take those off? We're like, no, dude. You paid the chain monkey $40 at the top of Donner to put those on. I'm not fucking getting under there and taking them off. I'll park
after
your
all that
fucking car.
mud and shit.
And then they'll be like, okay, and we just park them with the chains on. But they've been driving like that for miles, dude. You figure the road has been clear since like Verdi, all the way to the Atlantis, dude.
2 freeways and
I'm like, dude,
That's so sick, dude.
that's California, dude.
That's so crazy.
yeah, that's how we roll.
I'm glad I have a 4x4 truck. I've never had to put chains on. You?
Mm-mm.
Have you had to put chains on? Yeah, 4x4 rules.
Yeah.
They're just like good to go. Like keep
Yeah.
going.
But going back to the bridge, if I was walking, I would try to
Yeah.
do something that's different.
It's a weird situation. Like, picture yourself. You're like, yo, I better say the right thing. Like, this is a literally critical moment. I better say the right thing. And you're just like, go to bed. No.
Well, remember in Joe Dirt, when Joe Dirt, where the police officer's like, I got him, and the horse, and he was about to come down. He's like, don't worry.
I don't remember that now.
And he like lassos him, and he like falls off and bungees and hits his mullet.
Oh, right.
That's when they take the mullet off and give him a dreadlocks or.
Dude, imagine filming that movie. That'd be fun.
With Kid Rock, heck yeah, it would be.
Yeah. Ball with the ball, dude. Get in the pit and try to love someone, you know?
True. Yeah.
Imagine that, Larry, dude. What's next, do you think, for second bar? Get in the pit and try to love someone. Like, yeah, that's it. Rick Rubin's like, yeah, that's it. You know, like... Brett Michaels is in the back, just looking wrist rocking, you know. Imagine that. What's up? Are you tired? Wake up, dude.
I'm up.
Wake up. Dude, this sausage burger got you in a trance.
Mm-hmm. That's it, dude.
It's good.
Put me to sleep.
It is, huh?
So what's next for Elevated? Like, how many events are you trying to do per year?
Well, going back a little, I quit the weld job full time at the end of 2017. Yeah, so 2018 last year was my first full year, just like dedicated. So I built up a good relationship with IRC Tire, and now I'm like, they're going through a brand resurgence right now. They've been around for 94 years, and so they're trying to come back and be like, hey, we're relevant again. So we're working on really cool ideas on how to bring them back, getting back on social media, starting a YouTube channel for them, and working with some good riders. And EnduroFest is kind of part of their whole brand strategy. On like, we'll help support you host this event for us. So it's a real good relationship we have because the tires they're pushing are the sports I push. So it meshes really well, and I've gotten close with them. So continuing to like consult and work with IRC is important. And then this year I have EnduroFest, which is an AMA event now, and then we have our October Carnegie Classic again, which is the final round of that national series.
Oh, right. Okay.
And I'm looking into amateur stuff and then more hard enduro and then mountain bike stuff maybe in the future. Yeah.
Sweet. Dude.
So maybe in the next year or two, and keeping my eyes open for different opportunities because I need to do more events if I want to keep doing this.
Yeah.
Because if it's not working out, if people just start losing interest, I got to go back to welding or something.
Yeah,
because right now it's like, all right, what's next? And luckily IRC has my back on a lot of these things, so I get to see what the industry side requires and try to fulfill those demands in events.
It would be sick if you can get like if you can get Chad Reed, or I mean that's maybe too big of a name. Maybe it's Chad Reed on the one in the summer. Just like, hey, can you come out and just do one event?
We're working on some big names, so
like a supercross race.
Yeah, so we've had so far Wally Palmer, Kyle Redmond, who just kills it. Kyle just has like podiums every race in the moto climb, and then Brett Q came out to our New York race.
Whoa,
and that was sick. We helped him get there, and then we're working on some bigger names. So
what does it take to get big guys like that? Do you got to pay them, or do you just like
in that instance? Yeah, we had to pay them and help to get their way there, and it was like part sponsor money, part personal of some other riders that helped get him there. So it was kind of like we all collaborated, and it was cool. He's a cool guy.
Yeah, that's sick. So take us through like what goes in. Let's just use the hard enduro here, for example. Like what goes into putting that event on? Give us like a breakdown, like front to back. Because I mean, when you race it, like you hear about it online and you show up and it's there, and then you leave and then it's on to the next thing. But from the promotion side, like what goes in it for you? From the time where it's just a thought to you're done.
Get the owl.
Just shooting out the viewers right now.
Where's your glasses, dude?
I need my glasses. I know.
This is my 4th year doing a Reno Tahoe event. So I've had Reno Tahoe, the agency, their support since 2017. And they So they help, and each year I'm trying to like see what works. Each year I'm tweaking it. Like the first year was just a moto climb. Second year I split it. Last year was just a hard enduro. This year is like purely hard enduro. So, and last year was a 2-day event. This year I'm doing just a 1-day event because I want people in and out and try to make it like short and sweet. So where they leave wanting more. I don't want to draw it out to where people have to go home late and everything. I want people to take a day to go drive up to Tahoe and have some fun or gamble at the casinos on Sunday. And so this year took a lot of restructuring because last year we did a 2-day event with 4 main events and we total points between those. And this year we're doing just a 1-day event with just hard enduro type of photos and stuff. So when the planning started last summer, really after the last year's Enduro Fest, we try to take what worked and what was good and what riders' feedback was, and then we say what we needed to do to save cost to make the show better and talk about how we can scale it. And so AMA was the big question for us, is like, how can we scale it? And so we got in touch with AMA last August, and they're starting this whole new hard enduro series called the Extreme Off-Road Championship, and Tennessee Knockout's the final round. So this is a Nevada State Championship, and if you finish top 10 or and you're not qualified, then you get to go to Tennessee. It's like a Grand National out there. So we got guys coming from North Carolina to Hawaii because it's an AMA race now. But last year was just a regional type of my own thing. Yeah, but now it's like points and legit. And so we start with the planning process and talking to riders, talking to other promoters, seeing what we can do. Once we got AMA on board, we knew our direction, so we wanted to keep it shorter. And so working with IRC Tire, we try to, last year, did you guys go last year? Enduro Fest?
We go.
Ty was there with the Alta?
No, I don't think so.
You went the year before.
Yeah.
That's right. So last year during the final race, like Tristan Hart finished a course I thought was going to take an hour and a half, hour 15, hour and a half, and 37 minutes. And Kyle Redmond was 2 minutes behind him. So they humbled me big time. I'm like, okay, these guys are legit.
Yeah.
And since then, I've ridden with Cody, I've ridden with Colton. I've seen them more at Endurocross and gotten tighter with some of these riders, seeing what they're capable of. And because when you go out there and mark course, you're like, oh, that looks gnarly. And I'll mark it. Yeah, to me, but these guys will blow up it in 5 seconds. No problem.
That's what's so gnarly. Like, Ty is so good. When I film with him, I'm like, fuck, that was huge,
It's ballsy stuff they're doing, like sketchy.
Yeah.
So the course design is really important, trying to make it like feasible for the limited amount of workers you have, and your operations are, really vital for making sure that the flow keeps going. You don't want to have any interruptions. And so working on getting the dates set, late last year, working with Reno Tahoe, because that whole funding process ends in like November. So you had to do all your budgets and figure out how, send them all that information and apply if you get funding for this year from Reno Tahoe. And then it comes down to course design, operations, getting sponsors, and just pulling an event together, building the web page, building the sign-up page, building the social media pages, and just like it's constant work in all angles. And I'm kind of a one-man operation right now. I have a couple right-hand guys, especially right now this weekend. Dwight's helping me, and the weekend before, Mark from IRC was helping me. So I have guys that are like right there, but when it comes to the computer and the media and stuff, it's like all on me, or communications with the riders, dealing with sponsors, Reno Tahoe, fulfilling those obligations. It's all me.
Damn, so busy, huh?
Yeah, it's constant. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to having someone help one day to like fulfill some of those duties. But right now, it's just try to designate time for it.
You have to like book the Mustang Park, or like how does that work?
Well, I'm close with the manager of it, so I just give them my dates, and they're like, "All right, cool."
Oh,
so then they send me a contract, and I gotta do insurance through them. And
nice.
Now that the AMA is involved, I was for 2 hours this morning filling out applications and printing things out, scanning them, and everything, trying to send them back. But it's just all part of it.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a lot, like you said, a lot of moving parts in the event, and things like today's the 12th.
Mhm.
So the event's in 3 weeks. If I want to get shirts and signs and banners and flags made, needs to be ordered by mid next week.
Yeah.
Yeah. So everything's like in my head, like, oh crap, writing things on lists and just like, oh, my t-shirts have to be ordered and flags and my workers and then VC's the weekend before. I'll be out there all weekend, so I got to get ready for that.
Promoting it.
So when you when you make the course, it's kind of different because like with the motocross, you build the whole thing.
Mhm.
But with you guys, how much of the course are you actually building, and then how much of it is just like crazy shit that you can find up in the hills out there?
I'm only building like 3% of it.
Just the part that's like
Mhm.
right in front again?
Because they left their whole rock garden from last year,
Hmm.
which is huge this year.
But that was for the trucks?
Yeah, the Ultra 4 trucks in October. So they left it for us. And we're going to make them zigzag through it.
Okay, cool.
So it's like 60 feet wide by 100 feet long. So it's just like, you're going to have them U-turn in it. And it'll be hard.
Like short ways.
Yeah, so like they'll have to go through it, then make a turn, another turn, and then go through.
Oh, dang.
So that'll be fun.
Yeah.
And then we have to set some tires in the ground, some wooden logs, and that's it. But when it comes to course marking, like I put 240 stakes in the ground with Mark last weekend. And this weekend I bought, a lot more for this weekend because we got to mark a lot more, of course, this weekend. So that's going to be the hardest part. Last year I pulled an all-nighter the night before the event. So the day before the hard enduro of like the big one, I saw the sunset and I saw the sunrise, just hammering stakes in. 'Cause I wasn't prepared. And that was so stupid on my part because I just wasn't prepared, and the course still wasn't marked well enough when they started the race. No, I had no sleep. I had 0 sleep. So I learned a lot with that. It's like, okay, we're going to do this a month ahead now. My IRC partner, he's just like, Matt, he helps me out, be accountable a lot. So we got to dial this in a little bit beforehand. So the week of, I can more focus on people coming in rather than the course.
Sick,
But
dude.
yeah, the course is gnarly up there. There's so much we could do. We can have 100 different courses and never hit the same terrain. So it's like not a huge, it's only 600 acres, which for these races is kind of small, but you can make it tight and just wind it everywhere. It's gnarly.
Yeah, it's crazy. You don't really need that much land to have a track. You think you would need, even like a moto track, you'd need like hundreds of acres.
Mhm.
And like Conway's track, I think the parcel's like 30 acres.
Mhm.
And if you look at the aerial of it, it's only on half of that
Yeah.
because they wanted to stay away from the neighbors as much as possible, I think. So it's like really only on 15 acres in full,
That's sick.
2.5 minute lap time moto track on 15 acres.
Wow,
So
that's a long track.
yeah.
It is a long track, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So
What's your best lap time there?
My fastest
4 minutes.
Dude, I can't. The jumps are big. I don't know.
I don't do jumps.
It's just built for I'm a pro, so
Not Conway though.
No, yeah, Conway. Like some of the jumps are big. There's like a power line jump. You've done it, right?
Mm-hmm.
I almost did it one day, but there's this awkward like backwards double before it. It's got like a not that steep lip, and then a gap to a roller, but like not a steep roller. It's just a normal roller.
And a backwards double is also a double.
Oh.
But it's not like a lip where you can just sit and like hit it. You kind of have to like seat bounce a little bit more than an average lip off of it to clear it. And like in 03 at Fernley, they didn't have anything like that, so I'm not used to that. You know?
I heard you're the champ, huh?
Oh yeah. Where'd you see my plaque?
Oh yeah, Cycle News and all that stuff.
Yeah.
They still have you.
Everywhere, huh? I know. I get people's 03 champ. I'm just like, dude, like it's been years. Like let's drop it.
Yeah.
But people won't let go. So
Even today at the gym, trophies came on. 03 all over again.
That's right. I think I beat I pushed a little harder right then. So I was like, dude, if I was 03, I'd be whooping my ass right now, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's crazy where you came from there. Now we're 50 cal is now.
Big, burly,
Yeah.
drinking beer, smoking, you know?
6 days a week.
6 days a week, dude.
Just working at the gym now.
Yeah, working, got my new job, selling zips at the front, you know? Hit me up.
Did Derek hit you up about that yet?
No, but I might see him tomorrow.
Wonder what they'll think, dude.
Yeah, I wonder what they'll think. It's all right. It's 50 cal, dude. It's what you get, dude.
You never know what you're gonna
Yeah,
get.
exactly.
You really don't.
One day,
Walking box of chocolates. Yeah.
That's right.
one day he's working out. One day he's on the rings. One day he's getting dragged across on the bar. The next day he's working there, selling drugs out the front.
Day before he's pounding his Coors after he tells you to sign up, dude.
He's trying to get referrals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He does
so
it all, dude.
anyone's listening and looking to improve their health, this month of April, 50 cal has a card just for you that gets you a membership for 1 month for $90. Originally $170. Just contact 50 cal because he's got to be present when you're present to sign up. So think about it. Drop the LBs, baby. You know, you know what I'm saying?
If I lived here, I would take advantage of that deal.
It's good.
Mhm.
I took advantage of the deal and I signed up for a year after my first 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So,
Well, my buddy Andy, he goes there and he's been going for a while.
Oh, really?
The kid.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's been going. Maybe the other location,
Yeah.
but he loves it too.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's super
It's
cool.
fun.
Really cool. So shout out to Derek for the month of April. Got me covered, you know?
All right, dude. 50 cal's getting sponsors. Who are
Yeah.
you gonna? Oh, you're sponsored by Soul now.
Yeah. I forgot to hit up Neil, but I'll still hit him up. He
Oh, perfect.
Really?
Hey, dude, I'll give you free weed and free shirt. Just hit me up today. Okay. Doesn't do it.
I'll be like, I just call back. I'm like, hey, you know, you're dealing with 50 cal, so today works for me.
It's today, actually.
Yeah.
dude.
Like, your time is not like 50 cal's time, you know?
That's right.
But also, Tina and Jolene wanted me to say that they're looking for sponsors. They're two chicks ripping the UTV in the Vegas Torino.
She's gonna be announcing Endurofest.
Oh, yeah,
Tina.
she told me that. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Cool, dude. Yeah, so support them. Donate a couple bucks or something, you know? Because they hired me for a video, so they earn this little plug right here, you know?
Yeah.
And Vegas Torino, they got to buy like 10 grand worth of stuff, so 50 bucks could go a long way.
It's a long race.
That's crazy, huh?
I've seen the end. They do the end at the rodeo grounds in Carson or something. I think the finish line.
I've never been out there. I think, yeah, somewhere. Don't they end it in like Dayton or somewhere?
Yeah, somewhere
near-
out there.
yeah.
I went to it once and you know, just to see the trophy trucks pull up and stuff, and I saw this guy. It was like dusk, like 7 p.m. And he pulled up on like a KTM 250 two-stroke, you know, strong like accent, and he's like, "Yeah, I just came from Argentina. I've never done a race before,
No way.
and I just completed it." And it took him. He started at like 6 a.m. and he finished at like 7 p.m.
Holy
Damn.
on a
dude.
KTM 250.
dude.
No.
Legend.
So
They
you
said
do
they
it.
need 12 tires.
Oh, easy. Yeah.
I was like, what?
A lot of dirt roads.
Yeah, but like you go through tires that much?
Well, if you have 2 spares on board, 1 pit change.
It's true. Fuck, that's a lot. I thought they were just milking it, but like, damn.
I thought they were lying.
That's an
dude.
expensive sport.
Yeah, it
Everything
is.
with 4 wheels is
Yeah.
like 4 times more expensive.
Dude, but that thing's stock, that Can-Am can rip.
Yeah.
Remember that one we went in?
Yeah. Yeah, those. Do you
They're
have
fun.
one? A side by side?
It's a work side by side.
Oh, yeah.
It still gets the job done. Has
What's
a,
that?
a dump bed
Oh,
and pop-up seats and stuff.
you can still kind of mob it though.
Oh, yeah. It goes like 45 and stuff. It's fun.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, they're crazy, dude.
Mm-hmm.
How far they've come from like the original Rhinos. Then people started modding those out, and then like they're like, oh, we should just make them like this.
Yeah.
Now they're
Yeah.
fucking badass.
They're sick.
Whoever
Yeah.
made that marketing switch was a good decision, huh? Someone said, no, we got to go like ultra sick.
Yeah.
Not really like the farmer style.
Yeah. Well, they have both still.
But you know
But
they
yeah.
sell way more than gnarly ones.
I don't know. I bet they sell more of the farm ones.
Really?
I figure every farm has one.
Yeah, but every
multiple.
badass got one too.
That's true, dude. Every badass.
Little too
bird.
many.
Yeah.
Those things are littered. At King of the Hammers, they just are everywhere.
Really?
They call them the jet skis of dirt. My buddies call them like jet skis of the dirt because they're just like uncontrolled and annoying because you'll get hit by one. I mean, you can easily get hit by one.
Damn.
just
That event
people
looks
just buy
crazy.
a $20,000 machine and let's go mob. You know, you don't have the license or anything. It's crazy,
dude. Bags. Yeah.
I read they're trying to get the street legal here with those because in like Utah, Arizona, Montana, you can ride them on the street.
Yeah,
which is sick.
That'd be so
I
sick.
rode one in Montana. My buddy Austin Tyler, he borrowed his buddies in Montana, and we went cruise a Dairy Queen in one.
Yeah,
we pulled up in the drive-through in a 1000 Razor, and we're like, "What's up?" And got ourselves some milkshakes.
And they're just like, yeah, cool.
Yeah, whatever.
See it all the time.
Like, yeah, I fucking hate my job.
Just right through the roll cage, please.
Yeah,
Living the dream. Here's your fucking
the
shake,
dream.
dude.
That was question of the day at the gym the other day. That she asked what your pet peeve was, and I did try to get out of it.
You
I went to the
did?
bathroom.
You
when we
did?
started, yeah. And
Why,
then she still caught
dude?
me
You
'cause
always doing silly shit
I don't
like
like
that.
to do question of the day, dude.
Why?
Don't wanna.
That's so dumb, dude.
And so I came out and they were almost done. I still got roped into fucking doing it.
Yeah, good.
And I forgot what my real pet peeve was. And I still can't think of it. Obviously, it's not a big deal. I don't even know what it is. But I thought of it the other day when we were driving. I was like, dude, that fucking pisses me off more than anything. And that's it. But now I can't remember what it is.
I don't remember what it was.
But the one
either.
I came up with on the spot was when people say living the dream, but like obviously sarcastic. Like it's different if the person's like happy and positive and they say that, okay, no matter what they're doing. But when you pull up on someone like a stereotypical gas station employee that just fucking hates their job and they're pissed off and like, hey, how's it going? They're like, living the dream. That shit pisses me off. All right, dude.
That's so funny. I can't believe you get out of that shit. Dude, he sets a new personal record for like lifting a good weight, like a big weight, like biggest in the class for our class. And he goes, yeah, they're like, put your hand up if you did a PR. And it's my first time, so obviously I did. I'm like, hey, how'd you do?
It's my first.
Yeah, it's easy to set PR when you don't have
exactly.
an R.
Yeah. And I'm like, hey, how'd you do? He's like, oh, yeah, new PR. I'm like, why didn't you raise your hand? Don't want to. I'm like, what?
Don't want to ring the bell, dude.
Don't want to ring the bell.
That's why you're 50 cal and he's not.
That's right. Dude. That's why I got a month free, dude.
You know what my pet peeve is?
Start participating, dude. What?
You know those like minivans and annoying sedans that the parents like kids put stickers on the inside of the windows and just littered with stickers on the inside, like little dumb stickers for kids.
Uh-huh.
It pisses me off.
Dude,
Really?
imagine what their
Because
house
imagine
looks
taking
like.
crayon on the wall and everything. That pisses me off. I just want to smash a window every time I see
That's
one.
insane, dude.
Ugh, hate it.
I don't even know what mine said. Oh, bad drivers.
But you're a bad driver.
Yeah.
You're not a bad driver. You're just an aggressive driver.
I am.
You're always on someone's ass, always fucking trying to honk at them, but your horn doesn't work, so you're yelling out the window.
You would have hated me today.
Really?
I had my 33-foot trailer pulling it over the hill, and I get to the Verdi gas station on Chevron right there. I'm like, dude, my blinkers aren't working. On my trailer, I'm like futzing around with it, and it was sitting at my buddy's property for like a couple months. So I turn on, I see my battery switch is off. Dude, I drove up here winding through traffic with that big old trailer, no blinkers the whole entire
That wouldn't piss me off at all, dude.
I was cutting people off. Not really, but
Dude,
just trucks. You know, I had to get around the truck. And
Dude, that's fine. But if you're like, if you're going 60 and a 65 in the far left lane and you're not moving over and there's like people going like 58 to 62 in the other lane and you're just stuck like kind of fucking everyone. And the hardest part is half the time they really don't even realize it. They don't even mean it, or like they don't realize they're doing that, you know? Like, and then you drive by them and you just want to fucking flip them off, and they're like, like doing their own thing. And like, dude, what are you? Then I'll just cut them off a little bit, and like wake them up. Then I see them in the mirror, and I go, like this. I go, thumb to the right, dude. Get over. Left lane is a fast lane. You see this truck? You know where you are, dude.
I was pedaling, or I was riding a bike today up the hill on McCarran, and all the traffic was stopped at Cullen Parkway, like for the light. And there was this gap. And that's one thing when I'm driving, if someone doesn't pull up far enough, it's like, Because you never know what's behind you. Like if everyone pulled up, maybe more people could get into the lane they want to be in or whatever. And this chick was like 6 car lengths behind. And I'm like riding by. I'm like, fuck, what an idiot. And as soon as I get up to her, she like rips up and then slams on the brakes to get in the right spot. But I look in and she's holding her phone like this. Just totally clueless. Like probably was looking at her phone as she comes to a stop and just looks at her phone. And then she looks up and she's 30 feet away from the car in front of her. And then she's like, oh shit.
Dude, I had a gnarly
Especially on a
moment.
bike. It's sketchy.
Yeah. He's on a pedal bike, huh?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I had an early moment today coming back from the gym, dude. So, like, when you turn from left on Keystone to McCarran, and if you're coming from McCarran to Keystone and you want to go left into Save Mart, some dude did a fucking U-turn right there, and in the middle of the lane, like, and like all of us are turning right there, and he's just like barely going. And everyone's like 3 different cars, and I'm like, hell yeah, like I'm in the right crowd right now, you know, like, and then everyone's like, dude, what the fuck? And then he steps on it and goes like 70. I'm like, great, like at least he's out of there, you know. So then at the top of the hill, all the way up McCarran Hill, he's going hella slow, and then I catch up behind him, and you could just see him like looking in the mirror, like, oh, dude, he knows he's slow, and I'm on his ass, you know. Goes, and then I go around him like, no, I'm just like, don't, like, just no problems, just go around him, and then we hit a light at Skyline, that awkward downhill, fucking hit the light, and then he pins it and goes in front of me and goes slow, and I'm like, all right, dude, like, whatever. So I just fucking, and then he pins it after we go. I just stay behind him because it really wasn't bad. Pins it right at the light at Cash Hill and McCarran. It turns green and there's no cars in the right lane where I am, and he's in the left lane. And like right before I get there, he fucking cuts over to pin it past the line he's waiting. And his car is slow, like did the same thing he did in front of Seymour and just sat there for a bit. So I went in the fucking bike lane and just passed this motherfucker, dude. Right by the guardrail, right here where the view is. But right before downhill, I pass him, and then and I'm like, oh fuck, there's not enough for me to get by. And he picks that up. I'm like, oh fuck this. So I just slowly start going over. I'm like, dude, we're about to wreck, or you're hitting the brakes. And he hit the brakes.
Nice.
And then I flipped him off. and then got in the turn lane and was seeing if he was going to roll on.
You passed him on the right in the bike lane, and then you
that comforts
flipped him
you
off.
as a biker, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
Dude,
exactly.
You could have killed your homie today.
6 hours later, I would have been fucking dead.
Yeah.
Because you were trying to pass it.
No. You would know, dude. You would know.
Unbelievable.
That's the shit I had to deal with.
Yeah, dude, it's tough being you.
Dude, it is. Like, seriously, it's just stay in your lane or check your mirror. Don't cut me off.
I know, he made you go in the
I was
bike
going 50. I didn't even tap the brakes because that's how far ahead he was in front of me before the light turned green. And I was like, perfect. Momentum's on my side until fucking Jose Cuervo comes over. And then I have to do some sketchy moves, you know?
Hey, you got to.
I had to. There was no other option.
All right, let's do the current event.
Oh, yeah.
We got a new segment, the Tech One current event. So tech1designs.com for all your moto graphic needs, custom graphics.
Guy.
Tech One,
Yeah.
hit him up.
Where's he out of?
Minden.
Oh.
Yeah.
Local, dude.
Is he cool?
Super
Yeah,
cool.
he was on the show like 2 or 3 episodes
The
ago.
one episode I missed because it was
Yeah.
the artist Mikey.
Yeah.
And then there was 2 episodes ago, so I think there was one in between. I
Yeah,
missed.
Chris, team manager for Rockwell Supercross.
Oh, that's the one I missed.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'll
just
go
take
with
a
that.
listen. It's up.
I will-
Yeah.
Okay, little complaint here.
What?
You're not on Spotify yet?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Oh, the podcast?
Yeah.
app?
It took a while. But
Okay.
we're on there now.
All right, sweet.
Yeah.
Okay, because I had YouTube open the whole way up.
Yeah. You don't have an iPhone?
I do.
Oh, you don't use podcasts?
No, I use podcast. I just use Spotify usually,
Oh.
and then podcasts are on there. But now it's on there.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yep.
Yep.
I'll download them. Man.
Hell yeah.
Sick.
All right,
Thank
Tech
you.
One current event. Number 1 trending story. Kirk Douglas, 102, enjoys backyard camping in a tent. He is, quote, such an inspiration.
To who? Helen Keller?
All right. 102. I guess he's a Hollywood icon. 102-year-old Hollywood icon was photographed resting on an air mattress inside of a green tent, which appears to be set up in a backyard on Friday. His grandson, who's 40, shared the photo on his Instagram, writing, "This is amazing, man." Or, "This amazing man, my pappy, is such an inspiration in so many ways. Going camping at 102. 3-time Oscar nominee is who he is. Yeah, that's about it.
Is Oscars acting?
Yeah.
What movies?
Movies.
Because I've heard the name. I've probably seen it.
But he's been in every movie for the last 100 years.
Yeah, pick one, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's probably in here, but this article is much longer than our last one. The last one was 20 words.
Yeah.
And
Good
that
job.
was it.
That guy earned his pay.
All right, this guy. So what do you think about that, dude? Is that a fucking inspiration or what?
Dude.
Someone sleeping outside?
No,
dude,
not even
how inspirational.
Can't believe it. 102 and he's still camping.
In a tent in his backyard.
I'm his grandson. I'm 40.
Dude, that's
40.
What an inspiration, walking 4 feet out the sliding glass door and then laying down
On an air mattress.
Get used to it, dude, because the coffin's next.
Just practicing.
About to go to bed.
Seriously, yeah.
You go to bed for life, dude.
Yeah. Turn that
Damn,
cot
man.
into a coffin real quick.
What do you think, Matt? Inspiring or not?
I wish I saw the photo.
Oh,
Can we see the
pull it
photo?
up, dude? The photo right
That might
here.
help a little.
Of the camper?
Oh, well, it's been removed, but there's there's a thumbnail of a
Explicit
video,
content.
which
It's a
again
drawing.
maybe could or could
Dear
not be.
Lord,
Dude, he's even in the position of being in a coffin right there.
And he has Ray-Bans on.
That could be an open casket funeral for all we know.
Kirk Douglas?
sorry.
Oh,
Is that
okay.
like the original Batman or something? Or
Could have been.
Could have been. Skip.
We got ads on the videos here.
Dude, this is Brad.
Oh, I've seen that guy. He's 102? No,
He
that's
is
a
now,
different
dude.
Douglas.
No, yeah.
Maybe that's the grandson, dude. He looks bad for 40.
I don't know. This is crazy. This would be a trending thing.
Number one. Well, trending, dude. It's all fake. Just whatever they put
There
up
was
there.
not a picture.
So yeah, that
That's
video was even
It
worse
doesn't
than the
even
article.
sell anything. What it sells.
Sounds like Kurt
Tent?
needs some Tech 1 graphics for his tent.
Yeah.
Dude, Jamie could do them. You
For his
need
glasses with Ray-Bans right there.
anything.
Okay, Matt, when you're 102 and you have a lot of money because you're a 4-time Oscar nominee,
Mm-hmm.
do you feel like camping in your backyard that probably feels like 80 degrees, like fresh cut lawn, and you're like looking at your kitchen windows? What do you think of that? Is that something you'd want to do?
I wouldn't want to be camping in my backyard.
Why, dude? Kirk Douglas, the
Can
guy.
you walk?
You made it to the tent.
I think he can, dude.
Impressive. That's so old.
I feel like we'll be that old.
Oh yeah, I'm
Yeah.
120 minimum.
Yeah.
Why? What makes you think
Because
that?
he works out 7 days a week.
I'm at 6, so what do I get? Like 110?
118. No, I think
Chill.
I think if you have the money for it, by the time we're that old, the technology is going to be insane. Where you could just, I don't know what it's going to be because it hasn't been invented yet.
Yeah.
But like, think about medicine like today versus in the 50s. People who are dying in the 50s compared to what people have who are dying today.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy different, and it's just going to be exponentially more by the time we get there.
That's good. I want to die, dude. I don't want to live past triple digits, bro.
Well, yeah, if you're hitting 1,000, like, that's pretty old.
Well, if you're
No, 100.
That's past triple digits. Well, 999 is triple digits.
Well, I mean, like, I don't even want to hit triple digits, dude.
You're trying to die at 99.
I am.
What if?
But if your body is like still good, that's one thing. If you're like a veggie
Yeah.
Yeah.
at 100,
Okay, yeah, if I'm still able to, like, ride or, like, drive a water truck or something.
Drive a water truck. You'll be out there fucking watering the truck.
I will hire you at ours.
You will?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. I will be there, dude.
Not be
That's-
paid in cash, just like in scones or something.
Just pay me in, like, fresh denture water or something, you know?
Tapioca pudding.
Yeah. Something, some diapers, what's that called? Like,
Pampers.
What's a men's diaper called? Like an old person's thing?
I don't know.
Pampers?
No, it's like it's a proper name. Someone's gonna go, oh, you're fucking dumb. You don't know that, too, dude. Here we go, dude. Here we go. No, I don't. Fucking Kyle, my bad.
That's a perfect job for you, water truck driver.
Yeah, it is. Huh?
Even now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Right now, smoking blunts.
What'd you say the other day? You're like, if it wasn't for you, I'd be fucking
taking your dump ticket at Carson, dude. You're all right. Looks like you guys dropped out 400 pounds. It's gonna be $60. You know?
What's a better job for JP? Working at the dump or driving a water truck?
The guy who drives a water truck at the dump to keep the fucking dust low, dude.
Just water the parking lot all day. Go fill up.
Yeah, on the service
We
roads.
got 4 more trips today.
You guys just lost 10 listeners that are all water truck drivers.
Yeah, probably.
The community's against the Go to Bed podcast, dude.
Yeah, we're not popular out the fucking landfill.
No, but we should be. We're popular at the Grove, though.
Are we?
Yeah,
They listen out there?
the Eagles do.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Where are most of your listeners at?
In Reno.
Does it tell us where? Like on the
No,
map?
address. No.
It's like Biddy.
Yeah, dude, I hope she
Every
listens.
episode, she's like, motherfuckers. They better not mention me again. Yeah, you get some good analytics with it.
It's cool, dude. I think most of it's Reno.
That's why I wanted to like sponsor the show because it's like
Yeah,
these
especially
are my
when
homies. The
Yeah, dude,
listeners
thanks
are
for
here in
sponsoring.
town,
Yeah,
you know,
and everyone knows it for sure, dude.
Yeah, and I want people to just be like, "This looks sick" because it go to bed. So I wanted to offer to you guys.
Yeah, here's the map.
Oh,
So you can see like the vast majority.
You're hot in Michigan.
If you zoom in, it's Northern California and Reno area.
Oh.
Yeah, the Bay Area. There I am too.
Yeah.
Listen on YouTube. Nah, you wouldn't probably get YouTube analytics.
No.
That's sick, quite a
That's
bit.
cool.
Yeah.
So what was it? What were you about to say?
I want to offer you guys, even though you won't be on site because you'll be in Vegas.
Yeah.
I want to offer you guys a go to bed section of the course.
Whoa.
Yeah. So we can, if you guys are like free tomorrow, I'll be out there. If you want me to pick it for you, you guys can have a section and call
That'd
it
be
the
sick,
sleepy
dude.
section or
Oh,
the go to bed garden or something. And
That'd be so sick. As
'cause,
long as the
like-
Conway can't compete, we're in.
That's
Yeah.
our one stipulation. Conway's out, we're in.
Conway Killer.
Yeah, that's the Conway killer.
The Conway Killer brought to you by Go to Bed Podcast.
Dude, that's so sick. Hell yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I have sections called like the Mojo Garden, Mojo Motorsports partner, and they we have the Mojo Garden. That's the big rock garden going uphill, and then we have Tweedledums as hill that we have, have side hill. Then we have this hill with a bunch of flat rocks. I call it Flapjack. And then
Nice.
this one section of all these rocks, it kind of looks like meat, so I called it Carnage Asada.
Oh,
So if you guys want a section, like I need some names.
All right, cool.
Dude, I do like Conway Killer, honestly.
I do too.
What's he the worst at?
He was good through
Rapping.
those rock garden.
Yeah. There's no rapping section though. Yeah, he was good at the rock garden, surprisingly.
Yeah.
There's more than one
Oh,
person
like,
was
was
Is he
there.
good at hills?
I
Or
don't
does he
know.
not like hills?
I think he's pretty good at hills. Probably I know he did some what I wouldn't do out in front of like there isn't a trail there, and he just goes up it. Out
He's
by
probably
his
good at
house.
everything.
He is pretty
he
good.
is.
at
So-
everything.
Oh
Is he
shit!
not-
He actually answered. Hey, what's your what's that?
Yeah, I did.
What's your worst? Honestly, here, what's your worst like section for obstacle for riding? Like rocks, fucking. What else is even out there? Like hills. Like for an enduro course, what's your worst section?
Are you on a podcast right now?
No,
You lying to me?
no.
No, dude.
Have I ever lied to you, dude?
You're a fucking idiot. I hear JP in the background.
That doesn't mean we're on a podcast, dude. He's always here.
I have to pay him $600 a month.
Huh?
Has he paid rent lately?
Yeah, on the first he did, dude. He's free and clear till next month.
Good. All right, seriously. What are you talking about?
What's your worst?
Hardest section?
Yeah, for you.
My personally?
Personally,
My worst?
yeah.
The whole track?
All right, one
I don't
obstacle,
fucking know.
dude.
I mean, the two hardest things on any track would be rocks or the Matrix. And depending on the Matrix, usually the Matrix is my, like, probably worst link.
Mm.
Is there going to be a Matrix there? Yeah.
All right, that's all we needed. Thanks for being
Thank
a part
you.
of the Go to Bed podcast.
You're a fucking idiot.
All right, so the Matrix, is it already taken?
No,
That's
we
it.
can call it like
The Conway Killer, dude.
Conway Killer.
Yeah.
Conway
Yeah.
Killer brought to you by the Go to Bed podcast.
So the goal, this would be like my dream. And if anyone's racing like Ty or Conway and they hear this, like good for them. But my dream is to have all the pros at the line and all the amateurs behind them ready to go. Like, all right, we're going to go bikes off and have the water truck come up. Spray down the Conway Killer.
Oh, the Matrix?
Yeah.
There's nothing Adam likes less than a wet log, dude.
That's right, dude. You should. Are you going to do that?
That's the goal. If we can coordinate it with the water truck guy.
Dude, if I'm not in Vegas, like, get me in that truck.
Just what you need, dude.
This is a side gig.
They're like, don't go over the Matrix, just go to the right of it and spray on the left. Right over it. Fuck! No, dude, seriously, if we're not in Vegas, like, fortunately but unfortunately, we
No,
are
I
going to
understand.
be.
That's a big opportunity. You want
Yeah.
to be there.
But next year or Carnegie or
I
something.
need a water truck guy.
Yeah, I could probably make it up that hill in a water truck.
Oh, put that thing in a 4 low.
That's right.
Mhm.
And spray out the front. Keep
Glittery.
that top weight heavy.
Traction up the front.
Spraying up front on a hill. You're just soaking it. Yeah, good idea, 50 cal. You know?
Get stuck and you just let all the water out, soak the rest of the hill.
All right, the starting line's in the middle of the puddle at the bottom. 2 gates. Yeah.
2 gates.
So the Conway Killer Matrix.
Yeah, that's gonna be perfect.
That'll
like
be the
that,
inside
dude.
joke, and we'll make it official.
Yeah,
I think quite a few people know who he is, though, like Ty and
Yeah.
Cody and all them.
Yeah, they all know
They
him.
know him.
so. It'll be funny, dude, when Cody Webb hears the Conway Killer.
Is Conway coming though?
I think
I don't know. That's what he says.
That's what he says.
All right.
We'll see. I mean, he told you that, so
Yeah. I shouted him out.
we have our own
Yeah,
bets.
you did.
I might poke him a little bit on the Instagram page. And
Mhm. Like, dude, you got a section named after you. You have
You
to.
have to be there.
maybe I'll post a video from 4 Wheel Parts again and be like, "Oh look, I can tag Conway because he didn't delete his Instagram."
Totally say that shit.
And then I'll delete it right after.
No, say that shit.
He already called me back.
He did?
Yeah.
Dude. What's that guy now?
I didn't think he was going to answer. That's why I didn't put on speaker to have it ring, because I didn't want
Yeah,
it
he
to.
never
go
answers.
to
call it
voicemail
right now?
again. Should I answer it?
Yeah, just real
All
quick.
right.
Hold on.
What up?
Hey,
Hey.
is this Dale?
Yeah.
Is this Romulus?
Dude, Romulus, what's up, dude? You got a fucking couple pinners and a water heater? Or space heater you can pawn?
I need to go pawn a bike.
Dude, we got big news for you, but we're not going to announce it yet. You got to wait till the podcast comes out.
I really don't want to hear it.
Then why'd you call?
You guys need to wake the fuck up and come to reality.
Dude. Oh my god.
Conway.
Unbelievable. All
Who's
right.
on the show?
Dude, don't worry about it.
Don't worry.
You guys are fucking nerds.
Yeah. Episode 30, you're coming up.
I'm not showing up on that.
Yeah, you are. We'll come to you, dude.
We're
On site.
gonna go in the little cinder block building behind my house again. The water pump
You
shit.
do whatever you got to do, wherever you feel most comfortable, dude.
What music video was that we filmed back there?
I don't know. Old. 2014, I think.
Dude, you guys just need to wake up.
Dude, get a new joke.
Hey,
Hey, go delete your page.
that's him.
Well, that's our old friend Adam Conway.
Another 2 minutes, I'll never get back. keep tallying that up every time I talk to Conway.
Just tally it up and just give a little timesheet to Dennis. Be like, look at your son has wasted about 4.5, 5 hours of my life.
Dude, you should send Dennis a fucking invoice. That'd be hilarious. Just email him one. All the time your son is wasted. Like 40 an hour.
He'll probably send one back.
You know I will. You know I will, dude.
Send it.
He bet me one night. It was like 8:30, 9 p.m. and we're in the living room. He's like, "You want to text Dennis right now? Say, hey, what's up?" or whatever.
His dad is like, looks just fucking like him, but a total hard ass.
Super hard, dude.
Like growing up, like he's a little bit better now. And he'll like talk to us, but back in the day, he just wouldn't say anything. Super intimidating guy, especially when you're a kid.
Stern face.
But he loves JP. Like back then, there'd be like a group of us at the motorhome, and JP's the only one that he would like say anything to because he'd always talk shit to him.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
He loves JP. So yeah, that night, we're like, you won't text Dennis. And what'd you say to him? You go, hey, Dennis, or
just thinking about missing the road trip.
Oh, yeah, because the backstory on that, when we went to Endurocross with Adam in Southern California, we all rode down with his dad. And
Dennis is driving.
We weren't, and it was us three in the back seat of this truck. And, dude, we weren't even to Minden yet from Carson. Like, we just left their fucking house in South Carson, and it's just dead quiet in the car already. And we're just three wide in the back of this truck, like, fuck. JP goes, man, it's so good to be on the road with you, Dennis. And Dennis just, like, turns and, like, looks, doesn't say shit, dude.
Yeah, he didn't say anything, dude. I was like, oh, shit. Well, that could have gone either way, and it looks like it went south. You know?
But you took the shot.
Yeah.
So then what'd you text him? This was like 2 years after that.
Yeah. Then I was like, so I'm like, hey, Dennis, we should, like, go on another road trip or something like that.
Well, at first you were just like, hey, Dennis, and then he responded, I remember it was, what heck?
What heck? Are you okay?
Yeah, I like thought he was in trouble.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, I'm just thinking about going on another road trip with you.
Yeah. And your response is a thumbs up emoji, dude.
Is that like 9:30 p.m.?
I woke him up thinking, oh shit, what? Like junior or something. Like, why would he be texting me right now? Is he needing like something?
I remember one of the first times I ever met JP, I was at Adam's house. I think we were riding or something. And Dennis hired JP to help him lay like artificial grass in their backyard. Mm-hmm. And we were we were in the shop, and JP just comes down to like hang out with us. He'd been there for like 45 minutes, and then Dennis comes down like, the fuck are you doing?
Oh shit, yeah, dude. Good times at the Conway house. That's the very first place I got drunk too. It was crazy. It was with Corey Haas, and Adam has like he was sponsored by Pirelli, so he had a bunch of fresh tires. And I remember I like took a Conway hat, threw it on, and I just opened the garage a little bit to get the tires, and I just went to the rack and just grabbed tires and started rolling them out the garage. Just rolling them all, dude. Just down this. It was so funny. He's like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? Like, just laughing the whole time. Yeah, that's some funny spots there, dude. That one party, it was like a graduation or a Conway's birthday or something. One of the other times I met you, and I think I slept in a different room or in the pool room, and I came in and I walked and I stopped, I looked to the left, and Peaks was like to his back just putting on his pants, and then he buttons and he looks over, and I'm just like in the room, and
he was just in the doorway staring at me while I was getting dressed.
And he was like kind of like, what the fuck are you doing? I just can't walk. And then something else. There was another night where it was that Drake song, "Hey, hey, hey."
Oh, yeah, in his van.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was when I first met you, dude. That was some funny times.
I haven't changed at all.
Why would you?
Why change it?
Why change
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
That's right, dude. That's right. That's right, dude. Love it.
All right, dude. What else do you want to say about anything you got going on? Events, the business, anything before we wrap up?
This burrito's good.
That is, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Like for late night at breakfast
Yeah,
burrito?
it's good. I don't know where things are going. It's exciting. Just taking it a step at a time. When you build something new, you get to see who supports you and who doesn't and move forward.
Like if someone's listening that might be able to benefit something you got coming up, like what is it that you're in need of? Like sponsors or something?
Yeah, sponsors for sure of all types, even if it's not even money, just like product or something. I asked about Tech One because our series this year, we're trying to look for, a graphics partner, not necessarily a sponsor. But we got the series. We'll be traveling the circuit. Some big things going. We just came back from Switzerland last month. Austin and I went out there to race snow bikes. And so we're trying to think of different things to do.
Yeah.
And think outside of the box and just kind of get more exposure that way.
There you go.
I don't know. I'm just taking it a week at a time at this point. But Enduro Fest, May 4th.
Be there.
It's gonna be fun. And I wanted to say it's like not necessarily family friendly, the course.
Yeah. So if
we do have a kids race and we have an amateur class, but if you've never been on a rocky trail before, like it'll be interesting. But you hate like riding in the hills or something, it's probably not for you. But it'll be good entertainment to watch.
Let's be honest, you need the profit. Everyone sign up.
There we go. Yeah. Well, you
Totally
you raced
friendly.
it. What'd you think?
Yeah.
It was hard.
It was hard, huh?
Yeah.
But you've been on trails before, right?
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
And you did a lot.
It's definitely not like fire roads.
No.
Shit like that. There was some, but that was like a break.
Yeah.
Like, I can move here.
I have never seen peaks look so like squid.
Yeah, dude.
Like when you were running up the hill with your
dude,
bike.
Spark Summit.
Spark Summit.
Fucking got me, dude.
Dude, you were just like, it was so rocky and steep. You were just trying to walk and
Was
ride.
it that creek or something? Or is it, yeah.
Well, it was like cheat grass
Yeah.
where you're at the bottom of this steep ass hill, but it's fully rocks underneath it, and
You
like
don't
you
see it.
can't see it. Me
That's
and this other dude were stuck, and I could tell he was a moto guy too by his graphics. I'm like, dude, what are we doing out here? He's like, I don't know. I'm like, dude, these guys like this shit. We're just stuck there.
Dude, yeah, I remember seeing you push it and it was starting to go, and then it, like, you were so tired you weren't able to keep up with the pace you were like 30 feet before, and you almost, like, you just let it rock go, and you're like,
Dude, I'm not exaggerating when Redmond lapped me at least 4 times in that section, maybe 5 or 6. He went around me when I was stuck on that hill. He went around the entire course 4 fucking times.
crazy.
Yeah, I could not get up that shit, dude.
And he's good. Like, when I ride with him, he gets over and through stuff way more than me. And Redmond doing that, you're like, dude, and Redmond isn't as good as Haker, you know?
They're different, yeah.
They're different, but like, I think for the most part, you would probably see Haker top, you know?
Yeah.
Which is just crazy, like, that fucking skill level.
Riding with those guys is insane. Because I took Cody out here to the property, have him scout it and see what he thought. And then I rode with Haker a few times when I was in SoCal earlier this year. And he's just on a different level. It's not even him and Cody are just different levels of riding.
Right.
It's insane.
Yeah.
And the things that Haker does, he's just behind his house, he'll be like, oh, there's some rocks here. And he builds like a natural enduro cross and he just hits it for 30 minutes. And just hits rocks. It's crazy. Insane.
Legend.
Yeah.
Legend.
Haker, last I talked to him, he wanted to come up and race it, but who knows, especially after last weekend in Spain.
What happened with that? We were talking about that on our last episode, but we don't really know the story.
It was so Haker was leading the points. So he had to get like 4th place to finish it up. And then Cody was like riding really well that night, and he won the first one. I think Haker won the second, and then Cody won the third one, which they'd run 3 motos. So Cody won the third one, so he was leading the points because Haker was in 5th. And so he would have lost if he stayed in 5th. But Haker's teammate, Alfredo Gomez, pulled in front right at the finish line. Haker was like struggling in this matrix. And he blocked Polterra's, another enduro cross guy. Alfredo blocked him right at the finish line. And Colton came around and went over the finish line and launched off to the side and lost consciousness real quick. And so what it appears to be like, it was just like team tactics.
Yeah.
And the way Gomez did it wasn't really pretty because he like blocked that guy from finishing 3rd. And then he let Haker finish 3rd, which he won the championship. And like on video, it didn't look good because Haker was on the ground and all flustered. Gomez was hugging him and Cody was all pissed. And knowing both those guys, it's like, dang, there's a lot of emotion going on because they work so hard. Like they're such hard workers and so talented and the best in the world.
Yeah.
But
And Webb was pissed.
yeah, he was pissed, rightfully so, because
Yeah.
it was like, dang, like it slipped from his hands. But if you listen to the press conference after, like Haker was like, yo, this plate number 1 play is kind of Cody's, but it just didn't work out that way. And then Cody said, I didn't have it till the last lap. So, there's some understanding, but a lot of emotions. You can tell like Haker hasn't posted anything since. And so, Cody's just moving on. And so it's just like, I don't know what's going on now. Cody's still coming up here to race on May 4th. And then Haker, I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I'll ask him maybe in a week or 2.
Yeah. When things die down.
Yeah. So that was dramatic.
That's crazy.
Yeah, there's a lot of hate going towards Rockstar Husky and
Bet.
Gomez and Haker, but Moose can do it with Dungy.
Yeah. They got hate too.
Yeah. So, team tactics.
Mm-hmm.
What are you going to do?
Yeah, I don't know if I would do that or not.
You could just poke the bear and then promote it as like the fucking rematch.
Yeah, if Haker's in the headspace to race, to show up, because I think right now things are still kind of hot and heavy. So I don't know if they're in the right
always had
headspace.
a rivalry, huh?
Yeah, because they've always been just top dogs. You guys see his movie?
I haven't watched it yet.
Oh, you gotta watch it.
Yeah.
It's so
Yeah.
good.
What's it on? iTunes, right?
And Amazon.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
I
so
got
it's
it.
amazing. You gotta watch it. Probably one of the best moto movies of like the past 10 years.
No way.
Because he just doesn't throw whips and go around a track. He like does different things. He goes to
Yeah.
Erzberg. He builds these cool things, and so
Talk
he's just-
about the rivalry at all?
no.
Oh.
No. So I mean, it's
Yeah.
kind of like you see it on the
Mhm.
track. I mean, they're
Yeah.
cordial with each other, but
Do they like talk after and before and stuff?
I don't know really too much. Since I'm kind of new to the sport, I really don't know like deep if there was something happened years ago or if it just was like battling, because they're always 1 and 2.
Yeah, always.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
But you get like that. You have to kind of to, you gotta
They're
stay
both
strong.
really competitive, and
It'll be interesting to see how Ty does this year.
yeah, he's
I think
ripping on
he's
the
going
new
to be
bike.
up there
and-
with them too.
Oh yeah, for sure. He's a threat. Tristan will come back, I'm guessing, and then Kyle is on a new bike, and then when Destry Abbott's coming, and Cooper's a really
Cool.
good rider, and so we got some big names coming, and Cody's flying the East Coast guys out from American Hard Enduro from Tennessee, and I'm putting them up in a hotel, so they'll be covering the event. And we have some more guys from Texas and Utah and all over the place. So,
Perfect, dude.
yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be good racing.
Yeah, if you're listening, you better be there.
Yeah.
Check out the Conway Killer section.
Yeah, our format this year is gonna be a tough day of racing.
Yeah.
It's gonna be real tough. So
Nice. Cool. At Enduro Fest on Instagram if you guys want to check out more info there. Matt, what's one your best piece of life advice for anyone, no matter what they're doing in life? How old are you?
26.
26 years of your life experience. What's your best takeaway that you could give anyone?
Probably treat people with respect and open. Like if a door opens, take it. We never know what's on the other side. Been crazy. So like things that are gonna happen this year with our series are gonna take it to the next level, and this AMA race is gonna take it to the next level for the hard enduro. So just kind of cracking the door open a little bit is like awesome opportunity. But being respectful to people too. You never know who will be, your next sponsor or your next, partner or something. So you always treat people with respect and put a smile on your face. You can't be a promoter and be pissed off. Put a smile on.
Yeah, I agree. Good advice.
Yeah.
Cool. Any last words, P?
Take that to the bank and cash it in. You know what I'm saying?
You heard it here first. All right, Matt. Thanks for coming on. It was fun.
Thanks for having me.
At Go to Bed Podcast on Instagram. Follow us on there. If you're listening on the podcast app, make sure to rate and subscribe. Tell all your
5
friends.
stars. Tell a friend.
4 to 5 is our range.
Why 4?
Why not?
Because
We have too many 5-star ratings, dude. We're too popular.
No, we're not. We're not even on the charts. Barely. We're
Check the ratings, dude.
the ratings.
All 5 stars. 1 2-star.
Who was the 2-star?
We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know.
No review?
No. Probably someone we know.
Yeah,
I'm guessing.
Yeah,
Is it someone we talked on the phone earlier?
I think so. Yeah.
Nah, dude, he can't fucking figure out how to rate.
Go check out some merch at gotobedpodcast.com. And if you're looking for the t-shirt, heads up, you want to click on the merch tab on the website. It's not going to be on the homepage.
Yeah, we gotta fix that.
Yeah.
Well, fuck it.
Fuck, it's a cheap website. It's a cheap store.
It's cool merch though.
You like it?
Yeah, if I had a child, I'd get the pillow.
What?
I mean,
You don't need a child to sleep on something, dude.
To put him on the pillow
yeah.
to take photos.
With the dolphin.
I know, it kind of looks like a nursery logo.
It's a family friendly show, dude.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. All right. At EnduroFest on Instagram, May 4th. Go check out the event out there just east of Sparks.
Yeah.
At Walden's Coffee House on Instagram. Best burritos in Reno. Coffee, burgers, all that shit.
Tuna melts.
Everything, dude. You can melt anything there. You bring it in, you put it on the grill. They'll melt it for you.
That's right. That's right. Cold
Tell
brew. Nitro cold brew. Super good.
And tell the employees to go to bed. Get something for free.
Mm-hmm. Maybe a napkin
Yeah, they'll let you use the bathroom.
for free.
Anything, really. Yeah. That's it.
That's pretty much it. Matt, tell them. Tell them right now what do they got to do.
It's a song. Go to bed.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Cut that check, cut that check, cut that check, cut that check. I need my check, I need my check, I need my check, I need my check.